What happens to the EV battery enclosure in an accident? Imagine a crash happening and wondering what really happens to the battery enclosure inside your electric vehicle. It's a vital part that keeps everything safe, but how does it hold up? Let's find out. When an electric vehicle gets into an accident, the battery enclosure, also called the battery housing or battery box, takes on a lot of the impact. It is built to be very strong, often made from tough materials like aluminum or reinforced composites. These materials are chosen because they can absorb and spread out crash forces to protect the battery cells inside. During a collision, the enclosure has to withstand forces that can be up to 50 times the force of gravity. That's a huge amount of pressure. Its job is to prevent the enclosure from deforming, puncturing, or crushing the battery inside. If the enclosure fails and the battery gets damaged, it can cause serious problems like short circuits, overheating, or even fires. That's why the enclosure is designed to stay intact as much as possible during a crash. The enclosure also helps manage heat risks. If the battery heats up too much or catches fire, the materials used are meant to resist high temperatures for several minutes. They also include venting systems that let gases escape safely outside the vehicle, giving occupants time to get out. This containment helps reduce the risk of fire spreading and keeps everyone safer. The battery pack is often a key part of the vehicle's overall crash structure. Many designs use aluminum extrusions and honeycomb patterns inside the enclosure to add strength and help absorb impact energy. This means the enclosure not only protects the battery but also adds to the vehicle's stiffness during a crash. Modern electric vehicles also have safety systems that automatically disconnect the battery during a crash. This reduces the chances of electrical shock or fire. The enclosure works with these systems to keep the battery safe even if the vehicle's structure is damaged. After an accident, even minor damage to the battery enclosure can make the battery unsafe or impossible to repair. Damaged enclosures often mean the entire battery pack needs replacing, which can cost thousands of dollars. That's why it's important to have the enclosure inspected carefully after any crash. In summary, the battery enclosure in an electric vehicle is built to protect the battery from mechanical damage, contain thermal risks, and work with safety systems to prevent fires or shocks. It also plays a big role in the vehicle's crash safety. If you're involved in an accident, always have the enclosure checked by professionals to make sure everything is still safe. Proper maintenance and inspection help keep you and your vehicle safe on the road.